Hello, everybody. Eric Wilson with iSell Health Incorporated with your Affordable Care Act update. Haven't done one of these in a while there. So we've heard this week that 3.3 million people have gained health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. Now, first of all, they said we've had 5 million policies canceled. So if you really look at the numbers, they're negative 2 million, not 3.3 million gained. Also, on the policies canceled, I think that number is closer to probably 15 million because a lot of those are policies that were canceled. A family of 3 may have lost their insurance, or a family of 4, or a family of 2. So I think that number is significantly higher than 5 million. I think it's closer to the 15 to 20 million. But that's a whole other story. Now you hear 3.3 million people have gained insurance through the Affordable Care Act. I've written probably 100 of those policies so far since October 1, and most of them, of course, because the website wasn't working in October and a good part of November, that most of that was in December through now. Okay. And of those people that I've written, 2 did not have health insurance of any kind. 2. One was a small company, and the company said they were going to be out, they were going to have benefits, and never did. And then they purchased it, and that was in January. She was insurable. It wasn't like she was an uninsurable one prior to the law. The other one that I wrote was a client of mine who had been on my books for a while, and due to some financial reasons, fell off the books, and now is paying more than they were actually a year or so ago. But they had some difficulty, so they had to restructure some stuff there. So I've done all but 2 of them had insurance prior to the law. I did write 2 people that I moved off of on top of the law, that were on the Illinois Comprehensive Health Insurance Program, or ICHIP, for medical conditions, and of course that program is being discontinued, so I had to move them over into the Affordable Care Act plan. But we hear 3.3 million people have signed up for insurance under this law, and it's being touted as a success. They haven't told us how many were uninsured prior to. I'm guessing that number is very small. I would bet 20 or 30%. I know it's about in my personal scenario, it's about 98% were insured prior to, maybe 95. So it's a very small number of people. We also see that the young people, what they call the young invincibles, not signing up for the program. Let me tell you something. I've been doing this for almost 15 years. The toughest sale ever for me was trying to sell a 26, 27-year-old a plan for $80 a month premium with maybe a $2,500 deductible and some copays for doctor visits. They were not interested in doing that. They thought $80 a month was too much. They thought the deductible was too high. Well, guess what? Now that same plan is $280, and the deductible is $6,000. So if you felt that it was a hard sell before, it's a much harder sale now. So why would somebody buy that plan? Things that they just never thought of when they put this thing together. Also, we saw this week where the employer mandate is being delayed longer, but yet we don't apply that to the individuals. Also, we also heard there's talk of the people that had their plans extended at the end of last year after they were canceled, possibly being able to go another 3 years with that plan. This whole thing is getting kind of confusing. Either way, just thought I'd give you some updates there as to what's happening in the Affordable Care Act. Eric Wilson, iSell Health Incorporated. There'll be more information also on my blog later today. Thank you. Bye. iSellHealth.com.